Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening...
Gakpo! Brilliant from Gakpo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
He's having a shot! He's on it, can he get away? Decent chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Gravenberg. And it's Gravenberg. And Cherky, good read. Vitz. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he welcomes it in. Gravenberg. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk. Liverpool are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And the pass is intercepted. Foden. Vitz. Foden. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's nice. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. McAllister. Foden, who's set up one goal so far. Foden. Oh, just skips past his man. Good read, needed to be. That pass has been well intercepted. Foden, great vision. Gravenberg, chance here to counter. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Gravenberg cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's found a way through. He's looking unstoppable. Has another go. In he goes again. He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Foden. He has a look up. Gakpo. He gets big. Oh, it's there. It had to come. It just had to come. He had to have his say. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead. Gravenberg. Wirtz. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Henderson. Could try cutting inside here. Well, what about this cross? That's a decent clearance.
2 added minutes has
Played
been
it again. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Shoots! And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So off we go once more. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No way through, so Chucky! He's got away with one there. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. McAllister. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is a great pick out. Gilberto Silva spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for... And the shot! And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade.
Oh, what a mistake! Just the goalkeeper to beat. So much time and space here. Out to the right. There's the delivery. Can he finish? Outstanding save to keep that out.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Shapes to shoot! He's kept it out, just.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Foden. Nice looking ball. And that could set him on his way. Corner given. Liverpool have their second corner now. Nice interception, well timed. Foden. Jordan Henderson. It's Jordan Henderson! Keeper's got his work done.
Jordan Henderson probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Terrific header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Vieira.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Foden. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Henderson. Henderson! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Liverpool get their fourth corner. And it's made its way to him. Delivers the... Up he goes! Really well taken goal. Just cruising! They are cruising! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 17.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Liverpool are having a ball here. And it's Wirtz. Shot could be on. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a lot has been said about Martin Ødegaard, and some of his former coaches have mentioned the fact that he can get the ball in very small places and find solutions. And that's a rare skill which he's been able to hone on his travels, which are wide and long. Now, this is exactly what this team needs from him. Let's see if he can produce it.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Can he get on the end of this? Robertson, nicely shaped ball, good take. Eze to McAllister, plays it out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Van Dijk plays it all the way forward. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
McAllister, great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Some really good ball movement. Shot could be on the finish! And he's found the net! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And that's been won straight back. McAllister shifted it to the flank. That has not gone well. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's found a way through. Looking to play him in. Now it's Torres. He's in a great position here. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Wilshere. Eze. Mohamed Salah.
They've got to make this nice and quick. There they go, hunting again.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Rosicky. Alexander-Arnold. Out to the right. Now it's Torres. Rosicky. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Torres. Ødegaard. McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, and he's in here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pedro Porro chooses to go cross-field. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, what a climb! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was a great header, the invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that
just about within shooting range. Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here, and he's had a hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rosicky. Aimed beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. Now it's crossed into the middle. Has a look and plays it forward. McAllister. Eze. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
2 added minutes has been
indicated. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped it.
Real chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like...
And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's
And
thoroughly
we'd like to
deserved,
inform you
Peter.
now that
They've
the
been
latest
quicker
travel
to pretty much
information is
everything so
currently being
far.
displayed
The
on
only
the
thing
screen.
you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Liverpool are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willingness to take on his defensive duties when required. Although he's probably best deployed out on the right, where his best attacks seem to emanate.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's a key interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. De Ligt. And it's Bruno Fernandes. There will be a throw-in. De Bruyne. Cucurella. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That is a great save by Areola. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now, can they get him away? Takes a terrific header. Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
It's a threatening ball. Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Can he get it through? Just the goalkeeper's a bit... Decent chance! Well, now... Oh, what has happened here? Crosses it, has another go! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one...
Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him...
He's going for goal! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish right from the top draw! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Liverpool are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's found the way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Goes for goal! Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Ansu Fati, is one of the most talked about players we've seen in a while. He has the talent to play on either wing, but I'd say he's more devastating when he's on his favoured left side. More cut-ins, more shots, and ultimately a better end product.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Rodri. Pedro Porro. It's Pedri. Driving on and making good progress. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Rodri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Villa. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spain have reclaimed it. Spain are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. And it's made its way to him. Carlos Soler. And it's Rodri. Can he spark a counter here? Pedro Porro. Raul tries to pass it through. Now, what about a counter-attack? Carlos Soler looking to play him in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Yamal.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Hangs one in. That has been knocked clear. Ferran Torres. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a really well measured ball. Raul. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. David Villa. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lopez. Hoisted in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he was alert to it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Shot a goal!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Rodri. Looking for the run. David Villa. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! Goal! Spain! The breakthrough strike! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a throw. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! Straight at the keeper.
Fermin might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. Raul gets into some space. And the shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Yamal. Now it's Villa. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's not got that quite right. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos.
The second half then, just getting going. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rodri. Turns back here, probably the best option. Kubasi. And it's Porro. Now it's Yamal. Carlos Soler did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's very neat. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, this could be a chance. Cross into the box. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Soler. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, well played. Yamal. Pedri being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now there's a fine ball. Pedro Porro made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And this is Raul. Now that's a fine challenge. Fermin defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yeah, that looks a decent ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task...
Face to face with the keeper. And the shot! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Great vision. Picked out brilliant. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Spain take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Climbs up big! It's in! Right back in the game! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again! We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 21 será sustituido por el dorsal 16. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Rodri thinks about the shot. And he's well positioned here.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Knocks it into space. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baina puts his foot on the gas. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
5 minutes left on the clock. Guti. Oyarzábal gets into a good position. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Very little
5.
time to go, and they
El
have a
dorsal
free
3
kick in a really promising
serán
area.
sustituidos por
Plenty
el
of
dorsal
jostling in
2.
that box, they just
El
need a
dorsal
good delivery.
4.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Fermin receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Gaia. That's an imaginative pass. Laporte. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that's that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant Ibrahimovic! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Now it's Hullet. Kupchu. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Vitinha. Cherki. Shawlinton. Cherki, Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. Pull it. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Griezmann. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now this could be a chance. It's Griezmann! Cherki. Oh, it's come loose. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neatly clipped into Ibrahimovic! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
He's on it, can he get away? Neymar, it's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Can he finish? There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
After 24 minutes is number
Tottenham
9.
have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he's had a hit. Same again, same outcome.
Peru really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Nicely weighted ball. Linton. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't...
It's a mighty effort! Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Neymar touches it back. That is good alertness. Cherki, Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. Great vision. Pings it across. Now it's Ronaldinho. Cherki, Ronaldinho gets into a good position. And he's managed to get free. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And it's Hullet. Played out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered across. Cannavaro shoots! And he's taking no chances there. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Shot, surely! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Tottenham are... He's gone for goal! It's hit the outright. Jordan Henderson. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Tottenham sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're underway again. Linton. Vardiol. Van de Ven. And it's Vitinha. Here's Caceres. Linton. And Cherki. And this is Ibrahimovic. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vitinha. Griezmann. Cherki. It's a pretty loose pass. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper, Abiati, the great organiser of defence. Jordan Henderson. And this is Griezmann. Tottenham in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Linton. Vardiol. Cherki. Gullit gets a foot in here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Gullit. Can he get it through? Gullit picks it up out wide. Linton deals with that comfortably. Peru do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Jordan Henderson. Kukçu. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's been caught napping! And they've got rid. Played out towards the right wing, back into the middle. And it's Kukçu. Opts for safety. Otto. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Ball played for Kukçu.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now, can they get him away? That is a brilliant interception. Cannavaro. Linton. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a promising position. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vardiol. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Kukçu. And it's Henderson. Tries to pass it through. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Gullit. Otto could try cutting inside here. And it's Gullit. Elects to cross. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Maldini concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Raul. Raul puts his foot on the gas. Tries to play it through. Cherki to McAllister.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a good ball out wide. That is lovely. And this is Raul. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
Yeah, quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and direct. And a very tough opponent in the air. One of Italy's finest ever, I would say.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Floated through. And it's Neymar. Ibrahimovic. And it's Gavi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure. That's Nedved. Yaya Toure. Cruyff. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Serginho. Tottenham appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. And it's Henderson. It's Gavi. Jordan Henderson.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gavi. Great ball if he can get there. And that is expertly dealt with. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Tries to pass it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Can he get it through? Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Nedved. Gattuso. And it's Cruyff. Neymar. Gavi. Nedved. And the shot's on here. Pele! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Eder Militao. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Neymar, lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Cruyff. And it's Otto. That's a cute ball. Cruyff finds himself offside. Baresi. Gavi is sharing after that one. Eder Militao. Maldini. Eder Militao. Jordan Henderson. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Nedved. Gattuso. Nedved. And it's Gattuso. For Yaya Toure. Gattuso. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's Pele! They've scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nedved. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. Now the ball... Oh, what a climb! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Can he get on the end of this? Pinches it off him. Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eder Militao. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And again they run up against stubborn defending. That's a shade optimistic. Serginho. And it's been played through. And he's searching, tries a shot! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a goal kick. Gattuso. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Nedved, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And the finish! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
He's going for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Eder Militao. And it's Neymar. And it's Gavi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos picks it up now. And he gets rid in a hurry. And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Yaya Toure. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Serginho. Gavi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Nedved. Pelé. Pelé ploughing through the middle. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through. And a chance! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Number 17.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nedved. That's a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in plenty of space here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Pelé, and he's had it nicked away. Neymar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Into the last 5 minutes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Vieri. Vieri shot a goal! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab it.
And he's decided to go for it. And the number on the board is 3. And that's it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Xabi Alonso. Good ball, good take. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Tottenham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
This looks promising. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. A probing pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Jordan Henderson, Kukçu, Saliba, Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Saliba simply refused to be outdone there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Driving on and making good progress. Just eases him off the ball. Baresi. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Up he goes! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Beckham. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah driving forwards. Look at the space here. And this is Messi. Now it's Pedri. And he's gone backward here. found the shot! Messi. Mohamed Salah threads one in. Chance to deliver. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead. Mohamed Salah. Chance here to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got away. A lot. And he shoots! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking.
There's the shot! They've done it! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And the half-time whistle goes. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Beckham. Big header! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Borussia Dortmund take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Tottenham different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in...
Oh no, what has happened here? Neymar. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And this is Neymar. Mohamed Salah. And now the breakaway. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Tottenham perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That has not gone well. Maldini for Jordan Henderson, back into the middle, Ibrahimovic. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Bullet. Ibrahimovic on 2 now, and looking for 3. Can he get on the end of this? That's a sharp pass. Neymar. Otto could try cutting inside here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thinks about the shot. He's in space and looking for options. He's got tall. Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Nuno Mendes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Xavi Alonso. It's Kimmich. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Bullet. Mohamed Salah tries to pass it through. Bullet. Can he get it through? Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Mohamed Salah. Picked out brilliantly. Knocks it into space. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Otto. Otto drives forward on the overlap. Messi. Beckham. The final 5 minutes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Neymar's cross. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Beckham.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Tries a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Played into space. And he can clear it away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
He's in a great position here. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Jordan Henderson, pass somewhat off target. Robertson. Yaya Toure. And it's Rice. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Saka. Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Saka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Saka plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Baresi. So it is still 0-0. Neymar goes steaming forward, and he's worked it through. He's having a shot! Oh, it's there! There is the breakthrough! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Tottenham penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Lewandowski. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Rice. Jordan Henderson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he skips past his man. Looking for the run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Cross goes in there. He rises! That's another chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lewandowski. That's an excellent interception. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Lewandowski. Saka. He has found the way through. Saka has it in a wide position. Tries to get it clear. Kukçu. Now it's Neymar. Tottenham have a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Not the most accurate pass. Tottenham are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Aimed beyond the defence. Look at the space here. Header! He's got away with one there. So, third corner of the game. And now they can clear their lines. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now that's well seen too. And here's Neymar. So nearly the perfect ball. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. He's onside. Eder Militao goes sliding in. That's a good ball. And that has sent him sprawling. And he's quick to get it clear again. Kukçu.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar tries a measured ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright. Now the cross. Terrific header! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the shot! they've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, the deftness of touch. And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Tottenham sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field is number 15.
And he was quick to react. Rice. Yaya Toure. Great vision. Baresi cuts it out. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And Hullet! Azar. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. The message is clear, none shall pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neymar. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Plays it across. Lewandowski. Eder Militao with the slide tackle there. Tottenham with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Shot could be on. Engages and forces him off the ball. Robertson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, there's a probing... Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
They're up to 5 corners now. Ah, that's a fine interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking to play him in, delivers... Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rice. Oh, played through for the wide man. Saka! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
It'll be a throw-in. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Elise. Gets into some space. Oh, what has happened here? Hullet. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Saka. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Saka touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7. Olise.
Tottenham are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Coming on the field. Number
Messi
8.
receives it in a wide position.
Number
Now it's
10.
Odegaard.
Messi.
He's in a good chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! 75 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. So decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. Chooses to go back. Rice. Messi. Odegaard. Alexander-Arnold. Nice bit of trickery. Could move up a gear here. Can he get on the end of this? Ibrahimovic. That is lovely. It requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. And it's Maldini. Threads one in, and this is Ibrahimovic. In by Ibrahimovic. Up he goes! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Tries to pass it through. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Yaya Toure. Now Saliba stood up well to him there. Nice looking ball. Again the flag's up.
There will be 3
Yaya
minutes
Toure.
added time.
And it's Robertson. Hazard. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes for Rice. Hazard. Oh, good take in a good area. Chance for a shot! And that is the last effort of the game. Tottenham looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas with
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of 2 or 3. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first 5.
He's had a shot!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Baresi. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely pass. Shot, surely! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Pull it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's played through for him. No, that's been intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a promising position. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Alexander-Arnold, he has found the way through. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Well, that's the keeper's ball. Now that's well seen too. Taken back almost at once. Aimed beyond the defence. And he shoots! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted. Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Ribery, and this is Owen. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cannavaro played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Beckham. And it's Beckham. Ball played for Conte. Out to the left it goes. He's onside. Crosses it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Gullit. And he's picked it up out wide, and he whips it across. And he's intervened well there. And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Saka. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That's a decent clearance. Neymar. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it through. And nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Decent chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Passes short and sharp. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. Ribery. And we hit half-time.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Goes for a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Conte. Beckham. Alexander-Arnold. Hullet. Kukçu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Adams. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. A heavy challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
So, another set play. And that's another throw. Now it's Hullet, and it's Kukçu. Cross flung in towards the middle. It's a pretty loose pass.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And here's Neymar. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cannavaro. That's Beckham. Out to the right. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ribery. And this is Torres. Kukçu. It's Hullet.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Beckham. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Played back. That pass has been well intercepted. Driving forward. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Saka. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Kukçu gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ribery. Number 17, Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field, number 9, Bellingham. Number 19, Hernandez.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Kukçu. Raul. That is good alertness. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, good take in a good area. He's got tall. And somehow he managed to miss it.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Maldini eases him off the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Torres. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Owen. And here's Torres. And this is Beckham. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Jordan Henderson has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Beckham ready to try one.
On the field.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
Number 2, Adams.
Beckham! Terrific save by Abbiati.
Number 28.
Tottenham have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Number 16.
They really do have to make something of this.
Substitution in progress.
Salah. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now there's a fine ball. Now it's Torres. Rodri. That has found him in acres of space. And he's managed to get free.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Fernando Torres
Certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Baresi. There will be 4 extra minutes. There's no flag. Rodri. And it's Owen. And that's it. Tottenham did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neymar. Fermin running with the ball. Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Messi. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Kane. And Fernandes. Can he get it through? And a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. That is a brilliant interception. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Kukçu. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi. And they're quick to get it back. Tottenham still without a single shot on target. Rodri. And it's Kukçu. Plays the return pass. Looking tidy in possession here. He's found a way through. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's very neat. Real chance! It's in! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Marcó en el minuto 22 el dorsal 9.
Tottenham are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Fernandes. And he's had it nicked away. Kukçu. And he's surging through, shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He's having a good look here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Tottenham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe! Olise. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Serginho has it in a wide position. Fernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's through here. The message is clear, none shall pass. It's a promising position, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Tottenham are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
En el marcador está a punto de aparecer el número premiado de nuestra rifa de hoy. Buena suerte a todos.
Here we go again. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross needs to be good. Good read, needed to be. Olise. No, that's been intercepted. Kupchu. Knocks it out wide. He's having a go! That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good run down the left. Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mbappe. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Fermin deals with that comfortably. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Kane. Distributed tidily. Now it's Kagawa. And it's Alexander-Arnold. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Otto. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's away.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Crossed in once more. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a really well-measured ball. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And that has been clear. It's cut away! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 20. El dorsal 13.
Rodri.
Kagawa.
Oh, what has happened here?
El dorsal 21. El dorsal 23.
Oh, that was vital.
El dorsal 9. El dorsal 10. Casa. Se va a realizar un cambio de
Tottenham
jugadores.
perhaps contemplating their next change here. Tottenham have reclaimed it. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rodri cuts out the pass. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Now, there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there. Oh, what... Oh, taken with style. Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Tottenham are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening.
Can he finish? He scored!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Barcelona grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Abiati getting this one clear. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for the run. Neymar, header! It's there! And he is just ripping it up! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Tottenham are having a ball here. Now, can he find a finish? Spread it left. And he's gone backward here. And this is Neymar. Takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And yes, it's him again.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 5.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
5 minutes to add. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi.
Mbappe.
Bullish header! No, not the best of headers. Rodri. Ibrahimovic. Now Otto. Tries to pass it through. Otto. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here, This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And
terrific header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Fenerbahce with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. And this is Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh no, what has happened here?
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely, hugely important.
Puskas! That was superb goalkeeping.
Puskas actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Fenerbahce have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, can they get him away? Kukçu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Otto. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bale, looking to play him in. Shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Corner number 3 coming up. Serginho with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's burst through, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And this is Puskas. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fenerbahce applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah.
Can he finish? Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Rodri. Out towards the flank. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's on his way! Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh no, this does not... Goes for a shot! Baresi clears. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, good spread. Pull it. Rodri. And it's Otto.
There will be
Otto
1 minute
making
at a
good
time.
progress on the right-hand side. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He is just caressing the ball. Yeah, he's fouled him there. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Pull it. Just eases him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's made its way to him. Out to the left it goes. Lofted it. Header! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he...
Big chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, good-looking ball.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Spread neatly. And it's Kukçu. Rodri. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Puskás. No, that's been intercepted. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Del Piero. Just about up to the hour now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Totti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kukçu. Searching pass he's played there. Abiati with the clearance. Just about within shooting range. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So their fourth corner of the game. That is a brilliant interception. He can get that clear. There will be a throw-in. And Puskás! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. In towards the back. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution for Fenerbahce. Number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 6.
Tottenham do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Raul.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Now it's Del Piero. Fenerbahce finding their passes. Puskás. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kukçu. Now there's a fine ball. Bale. Chance, surely!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Fenerbahce certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kukçu. And he's searching through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And this is Raul. Raul plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? Aims beyond the defence. Mateus knocks it into space. Kukçu looking for options for movement. It's Makalele. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's not got that quite right. Thuram, and he's gone searching crossfield, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.